I hope I'm not the only one here.
You're, all here. Hey.
I thought
Okay.
I was not hearing things here.
Well, so can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, someone changed the. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Hopefully it is updated one. Okay. I think we need to have an entry for today's meeting. Let's copy paste the template. Folks, good morning. So today is 29th October. We are in Cluster API provider meeting for IBMCloud. So let us get started. Please add your name if it is missing. Then we'll go through the regular flow. So you want to share? You want me to share the screen or it's okay? Okay, cool. You have a Karthik with me here in the room. Last team meeting what happened on 17th. Oh wow, it's been a while. We didn't meet after 17th, didn't it? Okay. Let's see what we have delivered in past 1 month. Not a lot, just one page. That's fine. Yeah, I think majorly we worked on the UT part, right? And also like some of these VPC stuff. I think on September 17th, this VPC code got merged for image reconciliation, right? I think some modification is been done in this spec in the regex. Then some reconciliation. Mainly the reconciliation is what I think it's been pushed to be a part of this. I think we should ask Chris to maybe give one sort of uh, a demo or go through like so. Karthik, let's ask him like whenever is comfortable, right? So I think let's schedule maybe like US friendly time frame, so that we can he can go through the stuff what is delivered so far, including the API changes and all that, and then give a demo.
Yeah, recently I spoke to him regarding that. There's an open PR for enhancement. So I just asked him to update it. He's like, I just have a couple of PRs pending to complete, like the load balancer one. So once that is done, I will submit it because I'm doing some testing and all it would. Maybe I think at the same time I will ask him to.
Yeah. Let's ask him. So I think it's worth taking the sort of a demo and then like go through the content what we delivered, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Action item for Karthik, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. And post that some forms like UT for sure.
Yeah.
Anything we added for helper functions or anything? No, right?
No.
Just the UT.
Yeah.
We found some bug part of this, huh?
Yeah.
This is the main reason we should add all the UT. And then some bumps here. Then make file putting like suppressing some of the messages and all that. That's a minor one. Bumps in previous. Again, some bump. So we'll talk about this. I think
So basically, currently we are using a text log format, and the cluster API has decided to eventually move to the JSON format. And we made a couple of changes in our main.go to import some packages.
Okay.
So this also helps in visualizing the visualizer tool. Like for example, they have a couple of them. So in that we can usually filter it with the ID, the console ID, or any key value place.
Okay. Okay. So will it be useful for tilt? I think it is used for tilt, right? I think
Yeah.
there's some some modification you have done for that
Yes.
as well. So I mean, if this tilt it deploys all these tools and then like it'll help you to sort of review
Yeah.
those. Okay. Okay.
So in the cluster API repository, they have support for building a tilt with these observable tools like the Loki and the prompt table. So if you just include this deploy observability in our tilt file and tilt up, right, so it automatically comes up.
Cool.
If it is in JSON format, we can add those JSON tags to filter out any particular one.
I think maybe going forward, we should have some demos and all that for the other folks. Should plan more demos. Again, more demos. Right. Ignore test coverage files. You want to talk about this? Just ignoring files. That's fine. Oh, this is for updating the CLI version. Okay, pretty straightforward one. Some more update for VPC. This was a bug, I believe. Subnet reconciliation. This is for mainly for the public gateway and subnet creation for the entire cluster, right?
Yeah.
Fine. This is for redirecting the URL for meeting docs. Okay. So any news on that, the branch? Like, do we have now the branch created, or like for the branches, did they create? I haven't seen any updates so far to that. Well, you are.
Yeah, I was working on that one. So I actually checked with the cluster API folks on how they were doing it. So they mentioned they were doing it by Netlify itself. They shared some links, but post that I wasn't able to spend much time on that. But one thing I observed is some changes went in for our IBM Cloud specific. I think Prajjot would know. I can share the link. I'll just share the link on what changes went in. So I was able to track it down to that. I'm not sure if that is what is causing some difference also. I'll just share the link.
Okay. Let's discuss in the issue what we created.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then that we are also not merged, right, Karthik, for updating community SIG.
Yeah, correct. There is too much. I think I reversed once.
Can you poke that person?
Yeah, sure. I
Please,
think I
guys,
need to
that-
reverse again. I will do that.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. So this PR talks about extending machine, VPC machine APIs. It's mainly for some cloud offering and then security groups, load balancers. Yeah, I think it's good to see a demo, working demo end to end. So for sure.
Yeah.
That might help us understand more on this part anyways, as how user will use it. And there's a bump here, one more bump for the Golang. And this is for service endpoint override. No, there was a bug or maybe enhancement.
Yeah.
Not sure. But I mean, like somebody sends the like HTTP link here, it was not working before. So I think this will fix that issue. So this is mainly for overriding the service endpoints for services, different services. Okay. Refactor reconciliation process. Somebody want to talk about this?
Yeah, sure, Andrew. So before this PR, before these changes, we were initially fetching the ID for checking a resource or ID from either spec or status. So we wanted to streamline that. So first thing, let's check from ID. Let's check the ID from status and see if it exists. If it doesn't, proceed and check in the spec, and using the ID from spec, we check if the resource exists. Otherwise, we go and create it. So we followed this pattern for all the resources. That's the major change with Quentin.
Okay. Thank you. Why this is failing on certain things, I'm not sure. Post merge are failing. We will see for the recent ones. Why not? Okay. The typo. This is just a doc change. Okay. More than 2 hours to build. That's interesting. Some time out issue while building these images. That we need to check it. It's happening again. Okay, there's a bump. VPC for extending security groups. So mainly for the reconciliation, I believe.
Yeah.
It's fine. A lot of bumps. This is for updating the meeting link. Okay. Configure backend pool only. What is this, by the way?
Yeah, so when we create load balancer, right? What we used to do is we used to configure all the machine into the load balancer pool.
Okay.
Like for example, the control plane server 6443, we used to add the workers also to the 6443. So that is not supposed to be done. It's because there's nothing serving 6443 worker. So with
it might even you might get a wrong result as well, right? So not just
So we realized it late. So when I was doing some testing, I identified that. So this is for fixing that issue. So while configuring load balancer, we check that if it is a master, we will do it. Otherwise, skip it.
Okay. All right. UTs, PRs, and then yep, that's pretty much. But do we know what's the coverage of UT now?
It's not increased much, but we have a couple of open pairs and a couple of flats. So once that is done, I think we are good to go above 60.
Okay.
A couple of files are still around 30.
We may not be. We might be pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's 32, which is really bad.
A couple of files are dragging them to very low percentage. And the power
Scope is also 36.
Yeah. And the cluster control is also very less. So we started with that.
Okay. So we have another 15 days left. So, but are we good in terms of getting more coverage there, or?
Yeah, so we have a couple of folks actually working on it. Yes.
But where are we lagging? So I know a lot of folks are working on it, but is it like, do we have at least have some initial coding submitted, or like we are struggling to even generate those initial?
They're able to do it in the initial stage, but after the follow-up is bit of lagging, I feel.
Okay.
So once we review it, right, maybe it take some time for them to come back and address those things.
Okay. Okay. Let's maybe have some aggressive follow-ups.
Yeah, that's what we are doing from couple last week. That's why you see the PRs getting merged.
Okay.
So even we are dedicating some time to review it.
Yeah, that is more very much required, right? Okay, so let's try to get at least some decent numbers. So 30 is like really bad.
Yeah.
We never know. So we might end up shipping all bad quality codes, which I don't want to see happening. So okay. And going back to PRs, right? This proposal will merge. Is ignition support ignition not?
Yeah, take a look into it.
Yeah, I mean, next is okay. Let's focus on what is been assigned to, or at least not is what is not assigned for this. Okay. So UT for PowerVS machine. So this one we want to do it in this release, right?
Yeah.
All the UT should go. Right. PC LPs. Okay, so this CI, what is this?
Fixing
This
the IPs, no fixed IP error while creating the second cluster in E2E.
yeah, but how often it is happening now?
And now I don't see it happening. At least from the last 3 weeks, I don't see it.
Let's push it to next release in that case. A lot of other stuff we need to finish this release, right? And this one for the next, isn't it? 3V.
Yes, Manju, I think.
Yeah. Get me for the next. This is YAML lint can go into this. All these three things should do this release. Okay. With the milestone. Yeah, 9. Okay, so this one will close. Pausing cluster at support
Yeah, I
for
think I need to add some documentation that I will do.
okay. Refactor documentation.
This can be done, Manju. I think I just have to address a couple of comments and at least the initial phase we can refactor and merge this. Post that we can add more changes if needed.
Okay. Yeah, just change. By the way, I changed the milestone to next, I think November 15th is what I mentioned. Let us see if we can have everything addressed there, like by that date. Okay, and then UT, can you poke Guna on this part? And then Carmel as well for this.
Yeah.
And then Arshad is doing some one UT. A lot of rebases. Okay, it's because of the code merge. Huh?
Yeah.
It's tough. Okay, this one is pretty straightforward. MLN, so maybe we can see where it goes. PPC reconcile LBs. So did we review?
Yeah, he told that he needs some time for testing.
Okay, so any deadlines are there by when he'll be?
He didn't mention anything as such, but he told he'll come back with the results of this testing.
Okay, so after this, how many other PRs or how much more work is remaining? think we'll have to go back and check.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. Okay, so this is almost done, right? So why who's holding it? Somebody gave me a GTM.
Yeah, I think we can remove
Put on
it.
hold.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open watch. It requires some beta cut or
No, this is directly going to the update. So they update latest master.
not really. I'm not sure right now. They were just doing a beta. We'll have to see. Yeah, maybe I need to cut a one more beta. That's what I feel.
But I have one doubt on this issue, right? So, how come it has appeared suddenly? Why it has not been observed earlier on all these days in regular pro test observer?
Prow, I'm not sure whether we're covering this load balancer creation, so it's a missing.
Missing from which side, Manju? Like in UT are saying or in IPA?
For the cluster API provider, Prow, we are not creating the infrastructures. Okay. That is missing. And in the installer, they have not updated to the latest version. So all these days they were using alpha version, which
Oh,
is
okay.
pretty old one. So right. So part of this, they were trying to adopt to the latest version. So if you go back to this, right? I'm not sure it's not updated in the bug, but I think they are trying to update in the installer code. So that's when they hit this issue.
Okay.
This one is Christopher has updated the installer repo with the latest master with his API changes.
Yeah, but that will break the obvious, right?
I think Hans is, I think again he will update it. He mentioned in the same PR at the bottom.
But that's like a breaking change. And after this, like the IPI will start failing, right?
No, it may not fail all the case because currently what's happening is load balancer create is pending, but eventually when we reach that point, it may be in active state. So Hamzi observed this issue because he created a region where the load balancer was taking more time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so even though we set infra as to red, we do some other things and when come back to this, by the time the load balancer will be active.
Okay, it's kind of like okay.
Like flaky, it's a bug, but it will not always, not a fatal bug.
Okay, got it.
So in our case, right, for example, if we create a standalone KPI cluster, we never hit this issue because we create a single load balancer and that load balancer, we wait for the host name to appear. So by the name host name appears, it will be in active state.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm not sure whether we can add some test cases in the pro. It might. Right now we don't have, right?
We don't have them right now, yeah. But we can add them, Manju. Couple of changes in them. I think.
Anything with respect to PRs or the code we delivered? Okay. And milestones. Instances. There are so many issues created. Okay. Extend machine reconciliation support. This is supposed to be this release, right?
Yeah.
And what is this? support fetching Pervis.
Yeah, currently
When you want to do it?
may not be urgent requirement, maybe next week.
Okay. What's happening
This,
here?
yeah, this was the issue. The PowerVS issue we were seeing when when we were not able to connect to the 6443 port in the first control plane. We discussed this, Manju, and we thought to wait for a couple of days to see if it's picked from the PowerVS side. Right now, it is running fine, but I do see this in Sydney region, at least as of now.
Okay.
In Osaka, I
Uh,
don't see it, but in Sydney, I'm at least seeing it twice in a week.
what we should do. So, but adding any additional logics like capturing logs or anything like that might help us understanding what is going on. Like
So
how do we debug? How do we debug is the question.
yeah, that's the exact thing because we don't have the logs from within the machine. So yeah, that's something we should think about.
Dumping logs, I don't know how do we dump.
Yeah, not sure.
I don't know. I think we'll have to explore dump logs for we don't know how to do it, but we definitely need more information to debug this. Right now, maybe I'll just make it as next. So we don't know. Reconcile function.
Yeah, so this I can talk. So currently, this is one of the subtasks of a larger enhancement regarding logging. So currently, CAPI IBM lacks logging. So currently, we have some logger inside the cluster scope, and we use it everywhere. But this control runtime provides this contextual logging and everything.
Okay.
So this we came across while doing another PR. So most of our function doesn't have the ability to take context. So we cannot pass the context from the recalls or to all those things. So maybe we need to work on one thing is that refactor how the logging is passed across various functions.
Okay, so this I think in that case maybe in the next release.
Yeah,
This is
cannot
good.
be in this thing.
Yeah, looks to be a really huge work.
Yeah.
What is this mock pump issue? Okay. Yeah. I know there's some mock. Yeah, maybe we'll look at it next release. It throws some errors, like what if a certain things in the field and all that? We need some more additional work there. Understand why it is even throwing the error while mock. Oh, this is a fix. Oops, did I do next? Well, we'll fix it. This definitely next, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll have to work with him and understand what exactly, like what is needed and all that thing. Maybe we need to
Yeah.
help.
I think he's expecting multi-zone.
Yeah.
So we need to discuss on
Yeah, we need to
what.
brainstorm on that. Like, what do you mean
Yeah.
by multi-zone? How do we spread it? How
Yeah.
do we do a network?
Yeah.
You know, it is going to be like cluster API will deal with that networking part, or someone else will deal with that. I mean, there'll be a bunch of flows. We
Yeah.
need to decide what flow we support and all that.
So should I set up a meeting within us or to?
Yeah, I think we should do that. But maybe after this release, right?
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of work in this. Yeah, so that's about the issues. I don't think we are in a condition to look at any other issues right now. So we have good amount of UTs and then some of the pending issues to sort out. Like if I look at the milestones, I just changed to number 15th, and I see right now with 23, including PRs and then issues. I think we have to be a little aggressive, guys. I see good amount of issues for sure.
Can we push the instrumentation to the next release? I don't think we can do it in this one. It's the last issue.
Is there any other risk?
Yeah, I think this should be good. And also in the UT, with all of the VPC changes being added as well, I think Karthik, you can update what all files need to be updated. I mean, added. I need UT edition in the Epic.
Yeah.
So let's focus on Power PS first because we already halfway through.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
let's that, and then VPC will take it after that.
Yeah.
Cool. And considering there are more changes coming in, so we're not sure when we'll be able to complete them. So I think it'll take more time. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll cut another beta. So there's some time. Then they may consume that if everything goes well. Or maybe we'll wait some more time and then see. Or
Yeah,
we already confirmed it is working fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe after this PR merge, we'll cut a beta. Okay, so anything else? What else we want to discuss? It's pretty quick. 30 minutes meeting. Anything, anyone? Good. Anything else from?
No mention, nothing from me.
Yeah, so apart from unit, I think we should add some functional unit tests as well. Currently, as a part of UT, we are covering each code block. For example, in the Power BI scope, we are covering one function, and in controller, we are covering some functions. So integrating those two, I think we should define some major functions.
Okay.
Functional testing we should be done. Because if you see, right, that
E2E test cases sort of thing, you mean?
yeah, E2E actually does the real with the real. I think that also we should have. But with UT also, right? Instead of covering just a block wise, if you define an end-to-end flow with mocks or something like that.
Okay. I am not pretty sure how do we do it.
Yeah, because if you see that load balancer issue, right? Currently the UT is being added to that load balancer function, but we don't have any end-to-end flow like.
Okay. Got it.
So we define this is a behavior and we expect this UT to.
Yeah, I think let's do that. I think maybe like extended UT sort of thing.
Something.
Let's have it. If you have something in mind, right? So maybe let's have those high level functions, and then maybe you can functionality, and then we can define what is expected from that particular functionality.
Yeah.
And we can have. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, what else? We just put as extended UT. Okay, so can someone make sure we create the issues or follow up all these points mentioned here? Okay. What else, folks? Okay, if nothing else, thanks all for joining the call. Have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.